So this has been one of the most buzzed about pilots for this new season. So
Is it?
yeah. So was
I
it
didn't
like
know that. No. Well, I didn't want to be, too optimistic. I like being cautiously optimistic, and I don't like too much expectation. So yeah, but that's good to hear.
so like can you just talk about like how you kind of came onto this series and like can you describe your character a little bit?
Well, I came on by auditioning for it, and I got the part. It was a grueling process, but um, and um, and the series is you want to like a synopsis kind of thing, or it's basically my character. I basically play a guy who's couple hundred years old. He's a vampire, and he is, to make a long story short, desperately in love with a mortal girl, and the conflict arises when his brother, who is also a vampire and evil-ish, he arrives, and we sort of have this triangle and this battle over this girl. So.
So can you just kind of describe like the production process and like where you guys shot for this series?
Sure, yeah. I mean, well, we shot the pilot in Vancouver, and then once we got picked up to series, um, we decided to move it to Atlanta, Georgia. So yeah, I actually literally just came from Atlanta, Georgia for this event, um, but it actually is more suitable because the story is sort of takes place in a post-Civil War town, and there's that kind of Civil War-esque colonial architecture over there. So it's really hot as well. I don't know.
I suppose. I suppose.
I
So
don't know
like
if that has anything to do with the show. It's just an added thing.
it's just hot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really hot.
So can you talk about like maybe the vampire thing is just kind of big now these days with the Twilight and everything else. Like what do you think? What does this show like? How does this separate itself from like this whole vampire genre?
Well, I mean, we don't necessarily want to separate ourselves too much because it is a very, not only is it just, you know, something that's a huge deal in pop culture, but it is a very interesting genre. And it's funny because do a lot of these interviews, and they ask me what it is about vampires that people are so fascinated with, I never quite know what to say because I think there's so many reasons. It's erotic, it's dangerous, but I mean, I think first and foremost we're a romance. We're a romance. The show's a romance, and that's on the forefront. And then the vampirism.